Welcome to the One Life, One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Today I got my brother from another mother, Mr. Derek Green, in the house with me once again.
Word.
How are you, Derek?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me.
It's been a great COVID lockdown with you, having you as my co-host.
I appreciate it.
And pretty soon your band will be on tour, and then we won't see each other.
Yeah, probably about half a year from now or so, but that'll be good.
And maybe we'll play some shows together.
Hopefully, that would be fantastic.
Cross some paths in Europe.
Yeah.
And we got a special guest. This is the first guest we've ever had that doesn't come from anywhere we come from. It's just a normal cat.
So we get to ask,
normal like job questions.
Yeah.
So welcome to the podcast, Pool Guy.
Hey, dude. What was the name of the... You were talking so fast, dude. I didn't get to catch the name at the beginning. What are we here?
We
what
talk
is this?
fast.
This is the One Life, One Chance podcast.
One Life...
One Chance.
One Chance.
Yes.
Podcast.
Wow. This is awesome, man. Thanks for having me. Not really sure, but I'll finish your pool after
Yeah,
we
I appreciate
finish.
that.
Okay.
I need a skatable pool.
We're draining it today?
Yes. I'd love to skate my pool.
Well, that might take a little extra, but I won't charge you extra.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long you been in the pool business for?
Oh, my, that's a long story. I guess I've been in it since I was about 11.
11?
11 years old.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with a pool in your backyard? Your family had a pool?
Well, my family had an above-ground pool in the Appalachian Mountains, and it was so dirty that, it might get a little dark here, but basically my parents drowned in our above-ground pool, and
Wow.
my grandfather raised me, and they drowned when I was about 4, and no one could see them because the pool was so dirty. So,
Oh, man.
he brought me out.
Drowning death.
Yeah, I tell you, ever since then, I was making sure that there's not a dirty pool out there that I could, if I come across a pool that's dirty, I'm cleansing it,
Absolutely.
I don't charge money, never have. My grandfather brought me out here when I was about 10 or 11 and signed his will away to me and put me in Chatsworth in an apartment building, and I've been there ever since. And just up on the tech, and I have the drones. As you see, I fly over your pool to check on it.
Yes.
And I just fly over pools with the drone, find ones that need work, knock on doors. Sometimes I get spit on. Luckily, in your case, you were very inviting, and now I'm in your kitchen.
So, yeah, it's amazing. So, yeah, I think people probably freak out if you have drones flying over their house. They probably kind of bug out, right?
Yeah, I think so. Now in these times, you
Call
can
the
get
cops
like
if you have-
a drone stopper, like a blocker is what.
Oh, that's what they have?
Yeah,
You can't see it?
Scrambler, that's right.
It will block the signal and sabotage your drone.
Well, back in the day when you're cleaning pools, you didn't have drones.
That's
So that's
true.
just like straight up DIY knocking on doors. To check out your pool.
Started deep Chatsworth door knocking, and
Dangerous
and
nowadays.
build up quite of a clientele, and they're all confused because I don't charge money, but that's okay.
It's amazing you don't charge any money either.
I inherited a bunch of money, about $17 million. I still have about 18 left, 18 million.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Hey.
Do you ever catch people skating in the pools or anything like that, or no?
Every once in a while, I find some skaters. I'm a skater myself,
Oh,
so
nice.
I'll take advantage of some vulnerable situations sometimes with vacant homes and drain them and fix the coping and get a little shred on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you grew up here in California? Obviously,
Well, I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, and then I came here around 11, and I was dropped off in Chatsworth by my grandfather at an apartment building that had a lease vacant, and so around 12, I had my first apartment, and I've been there ever since.
12. Wow. It's a
Pretty
family.
young.
It's a family inherited business, basically, right? Pools your whole life. That's only job you ever had.
Yeah, that's it. It's not even a job. It's a passion. I'm just saving one pool at a time, saving a dog's life, a kid's life, a toy's life, anything that could get lost in a dirty pool.
You could say it's almost like a lifestyle, in a way.
Well, losing my parents to the dirty above ground, changed me forever. And I'm on a quest, the same as this action figure here on your desk. Is on
Mr.
a quest.
Raekwon.
Yeah, and this big oyster shell, the clam he's standing by. It's cool.
So do above ground pools are not safe, you don't think?
They are safe, absolutely. You just have to clean them.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't let them get all murky, you know. There's a science to this stuff, and if you do, you know, you could drop your favorite baseball down in there and never know it was at the bottom.
Wow.
And what about salt or chlorine? Like, what's better?
Well, you know,
Good question.
that's out. The jury's out on that. I think it's all. Some people love chlorine because they feel the chemicals surely kill everything, just like the antibacterial soaps. But some people like reverse osmosis. Some people like salt water. You know, it's all a matter of preference. A clean pool is a pool you can see to the bottom.
Were you ever traumatized by the events that happened in your family with the drownings? How are your swimming abilities?
That's a great question.
Well, I guess the irony is I never learned how to swim still today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That is rough.
It's hurting because, you know, I'm really looking forward to going swimming some point, you know, and, you know, I'm about 63 now, so I got to learn.
Great for your age, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. It's, you know, this curry I got a while back. You know, I had no hair, and I got a special dose of some curry that I only have a little left in my satchel, but makes my hair grow like crazy.
Interesting. I mean, I could use some of that.
Well, I don't have enough to share, but if I get some more, you know, I got you.
So full-time pool guy, that's all you do. You probably have people working for you at this point, though, right? It's not just a one-man team, are you?
Well, I found a few stragglers here and there that are actors struggling, waiters, waitresses that are, you know, trying out for an extra on Spider-Man or whatever they're doing, and they need a gig. The truth is they don't know I have any money, and so they kind of take advantage of me. They don't show up for work, and I think I set people up for failure on purpose just to see if they're going to be good people or not. So right now I'm solo.
Solo, wow.
Yeah.
And have you found any crazy things in people's pools?
Oh, yeah. You name it. I found it.
No bodies or nothing like that, but I'm sure you found like all kinds of toys, dog shit, or who knows, right?
Yeah. Just, you know, I found, you know, one time I found a 7-inch piece of vinyl. Angry Samoans back from Samoa.
Wow.
Single.
It's a classic,
It's
too.
a classic album.
Oh, well, is My Old Man's a Fatso
Right.
on
Pop every
7-inch.
4 miles.
Yeah. My Old Man's a Fatso.
And it still plays. I have it to this day.
Wow, that's probably original pressing, too.
Yeah, I think the guy was a little distraught who owned the house, and I had a big fight. A bunch of records went everywhere, and I noticed one at the bottom of the pool. I kept it. I'm an honest guy, but I'm not sure he's missing that one.
Right.
Yeah, maybe not.
So that's your preference.
Yeah,
You know a little bit about
Punk rock and
punk
stuff.
rock. And,
Oh, man, I love music. You know, music's always got me through the times. You know, what do you guys do? You guys look like you're MMA or something.
kind of.
Are you guys professional fighters?
Absolutely not. I think
Not
we're
either.
definitely past that age.
Yeah.
Are you a tattoo artist by any chance?
Pretty much. No, I collect tattoos. I don't give them, but yeah, we try to do music. I try to sing, and you try to sing there,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
Punk
you're
rock and metal.
musicians.
Yeah,
punk
yeah,
rock
yes, sir.
and metal.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. And which one of you are punk and which one's metal?
Well, pretty
That's a
much.
good question. But I am definitely the metal guy, even though I don't appear to be very in that.
You're like a very normal-looking cat.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when I
human.
used to have dreadlocks, and they used to say, you know, people thought I was in a reggae band. So
Oh,
sometimes I
yeah.
would
And
go
ask
with
you
that.
for weed, too.
That's stereotyping,
Yes,
though, you know?
exactly.
I'd say dreadlocks makes me think about Bad Brains.
Yeah.
I've heard. Yes,
Pool guy knows what's
yes.
up.
Definitely, pool guy. You really
I'm a little old, fellas.
were you going to shows or
Dude, like, he knows about punk rock for sure.
I've never been to a concert, but I can
not one concert in your entire life? You've
never. You know what? I feel like if I go to a concert, I might give up on what I'm passionate about. I feel like it changed me. I see it changes all the customers that come out of there. You know,
Yeah.
I stood outside quite a few shows.
Just stood outside and just listened?
Well, I'm voyeuristic. I've kind of have a different take on things. I like to watch people. And so I like to watch people coming out of concerts.
That's kind of That can be a little scary.
Well, I like to see what happened to them, and what, it's always been tempting. So, maybe I'll get to a show one day,
I think
maybe
you should do that.
Yeah, maybe Gilman Street or something,
Wow.
or CBGB's. Is that still open?
No, it's gone, bro. I'm sorry. It's like gone for
it's been
10
gone
years,
for-
20 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
You
a
missed
while
that,
now.
I think.
Oh yeah.
When you're in your 60s, it's crazy, man. You lived a long life, man.
Yeah, well,
With no
I got a
experience
long
in
way to go. Another 60, right? Average age these days is 120. I read on the Metaverse data, new data coming up.
Oh, wow.
Didn't know that.
Wow. Yeah, so what are you into besides doing pools? Do you read a lot?
I do. I read a lot. I have a problem with reading back through my old zines, So I read a lot of zines and things like that. Yeah, and
It's kind of,
but I also read a lot of stuff about technology. So I'm up on
Yeah.
the tech, man. I
Right.
got to make sure, drones right now. My drone's so big, it's about the size of about a 7-inch album. Yeah.
Wow.
And so I need one that's
That
about the
is a big
size
drone.
of about a quarter.
a quarter.
Yeah, 25-cent piece quarter.
I don't
Did
see
they
why
make
not.
small? They must make small drones.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Of
They
course
make
do.
nanobots that go in your blood.
Nanobots, yes.
Damn.
That's for real.
Yeah. I was mentioning to you before we started the pod about they should make an app for skateboarders for pools that they could just go to this app and see where the empty pools are throughout the city. Because I know people go at night and they start searching for empty pools.
Well, Toby, that would be absolutely illegal.
I think
to
the
do
pool
that.
guy should create it.
Trespassing and-
Well, the search for animal chin, right?
Search for animal shit.
Yeah.
Totally, but search for the pools. It's
Yeah.
got to be an easy way to find them. You know what I mean? But then it takes away the excitement of actually searching for the pools, jumping over the fences and doing all that stuff.
It'd be kind of like Weed Maps is for weed dispensaries. This would
Exactly.
be pools that could possibly be skated. Just say this pool could possibly be skated.
Yeah.
I think that's
Owners
it.
would be happy about that.
They wouldn't know about it, really. I guess they would because their address would be on.
Right.
So we never sing live music, but it seems like you like punk music too. You like all types of music.
I like all types of music, everything besides. Let me think. I'm not sure if there's anything I don't like.
You like country?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachia.
that's true, that's
it sounds
true.
familiar to the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
It's very.
That's how we call it, man.
It's very similar.
Oh, okay, it's the same. I see.
So there's not one genre you don't really fuck with, like music wise. You listen to everything. You're pretty open minded.
I listen to whatever the flow, the universe is talking, it's leading the way, and whatever sound waves intrude on my, existence, I'm kind of riding the wave with it at all times, man. I believe like it's all
I
intentional.
like that.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have like a radio playing when you're doing the pool stuff? Or you listen to
No,
music
I try not to have a radio on site so I don't disturb, any of the clients.
True.
That's smart.
Good
yeah.
point.
Yeah, I don't really have. I have a record player at home, and I have the internet now, and I'm absorbing it digitally.
I love that. Have you ever did pools with some people that you
Yeah,
love,
I
like
was
some
just
actors or
gonna ask,
actresses? You're like, oh my
any
god,
celebrity
I'm doing Lou
encounters, we're
Ferrigno's
doing-
house or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
Linda
actually,
Carter,
yeah, I
anything
did.
like
I might have done Linda Carter's house. I've done Linda Carter's stunt double's house.
Oh my
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, Deep Tarzana.
That's Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Sick.
That's right.
Good memory,
Yeah. She's good. Deep
She's
Tarzana. Maybe, yeah, Deep Tarzana. And I actually one time did Jack Nicholson's house. And,
That's me, sorry.
Jack kind of looks at me one day, and I'm out by the pool skimming, just a few dingleberries off the top. And so I looking at him and staring because, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
And he just stares back at me, man, and opened his robe and flashed me his boner.
What? Oh my! I can.
I was
imagine
like, "This
that.
is awesome," and he just winked at me and said, "Hey, it's not about who you know; it's about who knows you."
Oh man!
What was that a long time ago? What year was that? It was probably like 70s or something.
Yeah,
I want to say that was right after the Witches of Eastwick.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I'd
That was
say
like,
the
I think
80s.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Cher, and Susan Sarandon.
You have
You
a
got
great
good memory.
memory.
That was it? Those are the movies
That's
back
right.
then?
Yeah.
That's right.
What about, you seem like such a Cali person. It's like, what about surfing? You ever surfed?
I've never surfed. I tried surfing one time, and it's really hard to paddle out and get
Yeah.
up
You
on
Can't
the
swim.
board.
I mean, my God.
Yeah, I thought the board would save me, but
That's right. You can't swim.
almost
Right.
killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
The paddling out's kind of the
dangerous.
hardest part, to be honest with your arms. It's a super. That's like the main workout.
Absolutely.
You never tried surfing though, right?
No. I'm same as the pool guy. I'm not messing with the.
Ocean.
Yeah.
He was scared of the sharks and stuff.
Terrified.
Yeah, I'm not really scared of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's more for my son. I tried. I was in the whitewash. He's way out there in the super deep parts. But
But you could be good, man.
thank you.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to play music? You play any instruments or anything like that, or no?
No, I've never touched an instrument in my life.
Wow.
You know, but I believe anything's an instrument. I mean, check this out. That's just me banging, on
Right.
a table. So it's
True.
like the table's an instrument, right?
It's facts.
The world's an instrument.
You seem like a real spiritual kind of like a spiritual person.
I'm not sure exactly what I call it because I believe maybe we are working ourselves as humans into the box, and then once we get in the box to create immortality and digital existence, I believe that some genius in the box is going to create biological technology and get us out of the box to create mortality, and we might be already a product of that, something like that. So,
It's deep, man.
Very
you know.
Did you go to college?
No, but I've done the pools at the colleges locally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Kind of
Do you do like big Olympic pools? You ever done that before? With those
Never
diving
done a pool
boards?
at the Olympics, but I've done the big pools. Yeah, the ones that have the lanes for swimming
That's
and
what I mean.
racing and stuff. Yeah, I've done a few of those. Are kind of boring, no character.
What about pool guy? I'm curious about your relationships that you have. What type of relationships do you with other people? Guys, girls.
Like a big circle of friends?
Yeah, I mean, have you ever been married or anything like
Seem
that?
like a loner.
Girlfriend or
I'm definitely a loner,
Yeah, I
kind
see
of a
that.
hermit, loner, rebel, as Pee Wee'd say, right? And I don't know. I met you guys. You guys just been so nice, and you said, "Hey, man, come on in and talk with us on our podcast." I'm like, "Are you sure? I want to
Who's your
finish
first
your
podcast?
pool." And you're like, forget about it today. And
Yeah.
so that's how you meet people.
That's
I
true.
usually meet people in line at the vegan fairs and things like
vegan
that.
fairs?
Yeah.
Vegan street fairs?
you
There's
mess with
street
vegan
fairs
food?
here and there, some vegan street fairs. I try to, I keep a low profile, but I just walk up to all the vendors, man, and something about my vibe, they just toss out free stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of blessed with that kind of vibe. So I'm not going to take it for granted.
Right.
So you have no kids?
Well, I've never had sex, so I don't think I'd have a kid.
Wait a minute. So at your age, you've lived this life with no sex. Have you had that desire at all? At least, I mean, have you ever tried any of the dating apps that are out there with, the technology? I know you're into technology, so.
No dating apps. I don't really think that
You
there's
might
a
watch it
need,
online.
man. I think I'm an anomaly of some sorts. I feel that
Absolutely.
I have no drive for engaging in such
Really?
private, mysterious.
But it's so primal,
Things.
the connections of human beings.
Yeah, but the pool guy is super chill. He's just like it's like this level of just.
I don't know, man. I could be from another planet.
You
'Cause
seem like you don't get mad or nothing. You stay this way.
No, never mad. I've never been mad. I've never had sex, and I've never eaten mustard. Like a few things in my life, I try to keep it real, and I'm not going to change just for these weirdos like out here today that thinks, "Hey, you got to follow the trends, man." I'm trying to keep it solo all the way.
You're not really missing out on the no mustard thing, though.
You might be
Mustard's not
missing
the
out a little bit. I mean, there's so many different types of mustard that are out there. You have a
Grey
spicy,
poupon.
you have a yellow mustard, spicy mustard. I mean,
Got to
Wait-
stay away from Carolina barbecue, mustard in there,
okay. All right.
But he does mess with the vegan food, it sounds like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like life's about carbs, and
You can really eat a lot of vegan
I'm
carbs.
just-
Vegan, it's got
Yeah.
a lot of carbs,
I
definitely.
think it's all carbs. Like eat a bag of chips or eat some vegan, snacks or something.
So,
So,
so no women,
no
women,
women,
no live concerts, no mustard.
no mustard.
Yeah. He could go all out one night though. Get with a girl, eat some mustard, go to show. That's like his last hurrah.
I might do that in the metaverse, man. I might do that virtually.
Right.
Just to test it out so I don't get too shocked or overwhelmed. My system could shut down.
So your main thing for fun is just pools. There's nothing extra stuff you do besides
My
that.
fun is waking up, man. I got
True.
another chance. World's crazy. We can't take it for granted. We can't have any bad vibes, man, because we don't know if we're going to be existing in another minute or two.
True.
So let's just make it cool. So that's my heroin, man.
Right.
Especially
right.
now, yeah.
And Pool Guy, do you have any brothers or sisters? Did we ask this already?
No, I didn't ask
Are you
you.
an
Siblings.
only child?
I was an only child,
Okay.
and, my parents, it was an accident, and we had a double wide trailer out in Appalachia. How do you say it?
Appalachian
Appalachian?
Mountain.
Okay, I'll ride with that. Appalachian Mountains. And we had we had an above ground pool, and we were the most popular in the neighborhood, and my parents drowned in it. And so ever since that moment, I was taken by my grandfather, and he was dying and inheriting something. He came out to California, brought me with him, inherited it, signed it all over to me, and died the next day. And I've been in Chatsworth ever since. But now, man, I'm here in Hollywood with you, man. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is your first interview too, right? On the
Is this an
podcast.
interview?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
get to know a little
hey,
bit.
This is your
I don't
first time on a
know,
microphone,
man.
is it, maybe?
Absolutely, man.
And what about like growing up, like party and stuff like that? Did you dabble in different kinds of? Did you try drinking and stuff like that, or drugs?
Oh
or?
man, I've never had anything but water.
Wow.
Yeah,
Only water.
only water.
It's fascinating. So
Yeah.
no
Super
soda or
Never tried a
alcohol.
soda, no alcohol, no tea,
no tea,
no coffee,
Wow.
no milk, no oat milk,
Wow.
no
It's kinda
banana juice, nothing.
Banana juice.
No watermelon juice.
Right. Yeah.
So nothing's damn. You're pretty much straight edge your whole life. That's kind of sick. You never tried anything
That is.
like OG style. No sex or drugs.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You're really.
This guy's onto something.
I'm a person just like you,
You are.
but I got better things to do. Right, guys?
We know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got secret punk knowledge,
yeah,
man.
You
This
definitely
this
have
pool
some
guy's-
serious punk knowledge.
I don't know what's going on, but he does.
No doubt.
What about records? You collect records and stuff like that, or you do this in?
I got one 7-inch for Angry Samoans
Yeah.
by my old man's a Fatso.
Great song.
And I found that in a pool, and that's basically my only piece of vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you search other music after you found that type of music?
I don't search anything. It searches me. Things find me, and I kind of, when I hear it one time, I have a photographic memory. I know everything. I never forget anything that's ever happened or I've ever heard or ever seen.
That's
Wow.
That's amazing.
Well, that's out of memory from like not doing anything really, just super focused.
Yeah. Yeah. I also noticed when you walked in that you had an admiration for animals with Toby's dog here.
Oh yeah, Stella. Yeah,
Love
She's
the
super
animals.
Do you
loving
have
with
a
Stella.
connection? It seems like you have a.
Do you have any pets?
I don't have any pets, but every pet I meet is technically my pet, because this pet, as you see, your pet's my pet now.
Right.
Kind of here in this moment, and
Yeah,
then I
she's
get to
loving
leave,
you.
and you take care of it, and I just can be a good, positive part of your pet's life.
There
Yeah,
she is. She's opening
getting,
up.
She's getting her belly rub right
She's
now.
getting into it. Definitely.
I noticed you have tattoos though. So is that something that you love doing? You still get more tattoos these days? Or you just got when you were younger.
I thought the tattoo thing would help me be connected to my dad, who had a couple tattoos, and I thought maybe that would help. But after you get one, you know what happens.
You can't stop.
You can't stop.
And the other ones don't really have anything to do with your pops. Yeah. Just start getting them.
Yeah, you just get them forever, I mean, I've got one. I've got an elephant ears and elephant trunk right down on the on the thing, man, and that's my favorite one.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
An elephant. I see.
elephant
You get-
ears and
Right.
elephant
You getting
trunk
it-
on
you
my
getting
little
it?
schnauzer.
You getting the picture now?
Yeah, I'm definitely picturing it.
I have a tattoo of my dad too. I have like a little devil with a red.
Pitchfork.
Yes, because my dad had one too. I have a matching one. So same thing as the pool guy did.
Nice.
I remember his dad. Wow, man. So have you ever got hurt skateboarding in pools?
I mean, I always get hung up on probably little backside ollies or backside smiths. Everything backside's a little trenchy for me, but I'm obsessed with backside at all times, frontside 5-0s, lean to tails, Madonnas. I kind of left off around then. This technical stuff now is not really for me.
Yeah, did you have any favorite skaters growing up?
Yeah, of course, man. I love Neil Blender.
Yeah,
and I love... I like the style of Chris Miller. He was kind of smooth. I love Jeff Phillips and I like Dave Hackett and
these are ones not being mentioned on here ever.
I know this is.
Yeah, I kind of like the crusty fun guys, like Mark Gonzalez. He's still amazing.
Sick.
New York represent.
Yeah.
He is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Mark Gonzalez is New York?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought it was
Really?
Cali. Yeah, I thought it was Cali.
No, bro.
He's a sick artist, too.
The
Yeah.
Dark Slide. Oh, man. This is the first one we saw on video, I think.
So you watch skate videos probably when you first
I
moved down
watch
here,
skate videos sometimes when I can. That thing I can say I do have quite a bit of VHS
collection?
yeah.
Sick.
That's how I got into Agent Orange. So it wasn't really like owning music, but they were the background for a lot of those
Skate
skate
videos.
vids,
Yeah.
They were, man.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
That's how I found
everything
out
turns gray, right?
Yes. All the skate rock tapes, all that stuff.
Right, right.
That was such a powerful
Did
thing.
did you get into that Fire in the Rain? That one?
Yeah.
It was like a popular.
What,
That was
Agent
the
Orange?
Yeah, that
That's
was the
Agent
last-
Orange. I love that
That was
record.
later on, like,
Yeah.
wow, no, I didn't.
Fire in the rain.
Does it sound no different than the other stuff?
Yeah,
It was like Uniform Choice when they had like the later more singy,
kind of.
and the singer grew his hair, and
But it
just
was
a
still
little different.
good. Good
Yeah.
stuff, man.
Wow,
Very
yeah.
good, yeah.
Some of
It's
that-
Brings
crazy how
back the good vibes.
Right.
It's crazy how we found music back then to those skate videos. That was always the soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Youth Brigade,
Yeah.
the Bones Brigade videos,
It's so true. Yeah.
Aggression. Yeah, in the Thrasher magazines, you find all the.
Yeah.
That was
That's-
exciting back then.
Mhm.
Did you have magazines and stuff? You probably had Thrasher magazines.
Yeah, I got all my zines, man. Yeah, I
Price to
still
have.
go back and get the ink on my fingers, just for
Yeah.
fun,
I do love that.
Yeah.
Finally looking at the tricks. Remember the sequence tricks where it wasn't a video? You had to like,
Right.
it was just a picture and it was just
Yeah.
a trick. Had to follow it the right way. Wow.
Hey, Pool Guy, you don't follow politics, do you? Or you don't?
Well, everything follows me,
That's right.
So I kind of know what's going on. I think, I think.
You pay
so.
attention to the news and stuff.
Well, the news pays attention to me,
Sure.
Yeah, so I
Right.
guess so a little bit. I see that we're at a very interesting fork in the road for humanity, and I think that people are obsessed with being divided, and there's when something's toxic, it speaks to lots of people, and they have to engage, and they have no idea what they're doing because ultimately,
Get out of stuff.
Ultimately, it's not a good idea. We've got to unite, man.
Right.
Like at some moment, because we're gonna be gone in a blip, right?
Right, man.
I feel it's super divided for sure. I know exactly what you're
I
saying.
feel you. I feel you, man.
And I feel like we were divided during 2020 as well. And then this year we were divided as well on other things. You know what I mean?
I think it just
Last year, the
hasn't just
president,
started,
the mark, just
know?
everything that was
I
happening.
think there's definitely been a division in many aspects.
Yeah, do you feel that with different clients that you're working with when you're going to do pools? Do you have conversations with the people that you're doing the pools at their houses? Do you guys ever talk about stuff like that? Or you just keep it, you just do your job and you leave?
Sometimes I could be out back, sifting, some junk, or adding a few things in the water to clean it up. People come outside, hey, pool guy, will you come in and stir my sauce for me because I have to get something out of the freezer, or my husband's beating me, help me, or you got somebody's like, hey, pool guy, I wish you would have sex with my mom because you're so nice, and the
Wow.
mom's like, hey, only if my daughter can join in, stuff like that.
Wow.
In the backyards, there's so many stories, man. It happens nonstop.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever watched Sopranos?
Never seen any
'cause She
television.
had a pool, and the pool was not taken care of very well, and that was like an issue in the house with the wife and him. He was always trying to clean up the pool, and he hated cleaning out the pool.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Well, there's not much stuff compared to the East Coast if you had a pool as the West Coast, right? With all the leaves and the different
Yeah.
seasons, because you have to cover it up for the winter.
Yeah.
Do you have to keep your pool covered up at all during the year in California? because of the no winter vibe or no?
No need to cover your pool out
Okay.
here in Cali. Just
Okay.
just keep it clean, man.
That's all you
Just
need to
keep
do.
it clean.
I mean, we were watching that Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't know if
Oh yeah, the newest one.
and so they had. It's a TV show that's on. I don't know if you're familiar with the pool guy. But
I've seen some ads around town.
Okay.
You know, I've never seen any television shows.
That's right. Yeah, but they had an episode where they were talking about fencing around the pool.
How important it
And
is
so
for
are-
children.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you're up on the laws of pool laws.
Well, I don't know much about the pool laws because my business is just to knock on the door. You know, I have a drone, says the pool's dirty, knock on door. I either get spat on, cursed out, or they're like, hey, I don't want to pay too much. I'm like, hey, it's free, man. They're like, what's the catch? I'm like, the catch is no one's going to die or not, you're going to lose anything in the pool.
Yeah.
So the laws are, hey, man, if you've got anything smaller than you out there, maybe you should put something up so people
Right.
don't fall in, you know, but it's
Yeah.
ugly as shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. You're right.
No,
it doesn't
it
look
does
good.
not
It's not a good vibe.
No.
But it does save lives for
It
sure.
can save lives, and that's important.
Rappaport had a pool and he had to have a fence. I don't know if the city made him do it, but he didn't have it. He had to put it up because he had younger kids.
For real?
Max used to go swimming
Right.
there, yeah. So we had a fence around it, and then when they got older, he got rid of the fence. Just so kids or like guests can't fall
Right.
in. That's the safety.
And animals.
Safety. And animals too.
I've
yeah.
seen videos
Oh, that's a
of
good
that,
one.
You know.
Like raccoons, you find any animals
Yeah.
in pools at all? No.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, man. Anything smaller than you, I found it.
Wow.
You know?
And I'm sure like animals go in there at night and shit, right?
Yeah.
Catch animals
I mean,
swimming in there or something, like a
Definitely.
squirrel or.
They're very curious, animals.
The thing you got to watch out for is what people don't realize. There's some really interesting, almost transparent like snakes.
Wow.
Yeah, they have some way to cloak themselves, and so they just you don't see them in the water.
Really?
Yeah,
That's scary.
That's terrifying.
it's pretty terrifying.
Are you wearing like gloves and stuff doing the pools, like thick rubber gloves, or are you protecting yourself?
No, I don't use anything too harsh that would harm any human. That's why when it comes to chlorine, I might buy it for the clients, but I don't put it in because I don't believe in it.
Is there a special outfit that you use while you're cleaning?
Honestly, I don't know why I'm just thinking this. I see this dude like in his underwear, naked, doing it. Like, have you ever been caught like skinny dipping in people's pools? I just
No,
see
you
that
know,
you're
each
so,
pool-
like,
Speedo, I
like a free
imagine.
spirit.
Each pool speaks to me differently, you know, and I'm sorry you saw that, you know. I
just
remember
visioned it. I
that.
don't know why. Like,
Why you-
like I can see this guy not wearing anything. It's like he's just so like in tune with himself and the planet, and you know what I'm saying? Like he's in his own.
I basically wear the same thing every
Okay.
day. I wash my undies every night myself.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I do, man. I'm efficient. You
Yeah.
know, same apartment, no furniture still, you know.
What do you sleep on? Nothing. The floor.
I just sleep on the floor like we're supposed to be. We're made to sleep on the floor, man, on the ground.
No back issues or anything?
Oh, back's perfect. You know, once you hit the floor, you're going to straighten it all out.
Yeah.
Have you ever traveled internationally outside of the U.S.?
That's a great
pool guy?
question.
I've never been on a plane besides coming here when I was 11.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, he's got so much to see. And you know what I mean?
I know. Pool
Gotta
guy.
see live music. Gotta travel.
What do you guys think I should see first?
Oh, good question. Jeez.
Man, do you go to movie theaters and see movies?
Oh, I do not go to movie theaters. I have a VHS player. I watch my skate
Yeah, you're chilling.
videos
Okay.
and also the first Superman.
Okay, perfect.
I have that,
That's
yeah.
classic.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He should travel. I mean, even if he just went to New York City, it'd be awesome. The big city,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. It's kind of like
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You've seen Superman. You know they have what's that city?
What the Superman's like based out of?
Yeah.
Krypton?
No, that's the planet.
don't know.
I don't really remember much about it except for the effects are pretty lame.
How about King Kong? You seen King Kong?
Never seen King
Okay, 'cause
Kong.
that's
Never
New
seen
York?
King Kong. That's
Trying to
in
think something
New
you'd see in
York.
New York.
Yeah,
He'd love
yeah.
it though, man. The big cities, man. He's
Maybe, I don't know. It
just
might
so
be a little
different
bit
than
too
here.
much overload of
Overstimulation
yeah,
for him.
Yeah.
No, I can handle it, man. Chatsworth. You ever been to Chatsworth?
I have not. I heard
Yeah,
the name.
I-
It's
don't even know where
slam.
it is.
It's dense, man.
Where is it?
I don't
Is
know.
it out there?
It's in the valley, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's where that guy David Grohl has a studio, I think, right? Isn't it
Ah,
Chatsworth?
Is it?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's the
then
guy
I've
from
been
Foo
there.
Fighters.
I didn't really get a chance to see.
The only time I heard that
too
name
much
was
going on.
from that guy having a studio. Somebody has a studio out there.
Yeah.
That's all I know. In Chatsworth, that's where I know the name.
So what?
Could be that I met these guys. You know, they seem to be pretty famous, and they got a great look, and they're Steel Panther.
Oh,
Steel-
yeah.
They have a. They live in Chatsworth for sure. They all live in one apartment.
Steel Panthers.
You never seen
Is
them?
it S like
Dude.
plural?
Panther
They're
without an S, I believe, because they gave me a T-shirt. I'll never wear it because I wear the same thing every day.
Yeah,
So,
that's like I've heard of this band. Yeah.
They're a cover band. They're amazing, man.
Yes.
They're like 80s metal. They used to always play at the Key Club. I saw them a bunch of times there. Great band. Great band. Now they write their own original tunes, supposedly.
Hey.
They got great hair and great costumes, so I imagine they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think they did really well. And they end up touring and doing all this stuff.
Well, you guys, you said you're musicians. What kind of costumes are you wearing?
Usually don't wear a costume, but I mean I'm not against that.
I'm not against
by
it either,
any
actually.
means. I mean,
I wore a Santa Claus suit once on stage.
Well,
but
what
not really.
separates you from the person in the audience? Just
Yeah.
like you climbed up out of the audience and got on stage, and you're just
I guess our
you're just one of them.
personalities, You know, are
Just the
different,
personalities.
You know.
But the music's ours is a little different because you play bigger. You're in a bigger band. You play bigger venues with barricades and bigger stages.
Yeah, but
And I'm more in the crowd, so maybe I could look like I was just in the crowd and came on stage and grabbed the mic and sang, right?
I'm definitely
I don't
sticking
know.
out in the crowd.
Oh yeah, you are different because how tall you are. But that's a great question though. What makes us different, stand out? I guess his personality is in the sound of the music, or
Yeah,
Sound of your voice, indeed, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
no doubt.
But that was our attraction to punk, is that you could go see a band and that singer would be at the merch booth selling the merch after. You could shake his hand and say, great show. And we all kind of looked the same because we were all into the same thing. Not that we all dressed the same, but we all could tell we all loved this music.
Right.
And that's probably why you liked Angry Samoans and stuff like that, or even the Bad Brains.
It's the attitude.
It's the attitude, yeah. And just feeling as you're equal in a sense. You know, we are equal, but as opposed to maybe going to see Kiss and you know you're never going to be able to say hi to them after the show, or like they're just way up here. You know what I mean?
I
that
do
also
Gene
interesting.
Simmons' pool, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I do it, yeah. When he's
Wow.
not in town, because he doesn't keep it very clean, so I just sneak in, and do it. But I know it's his place. I've seen him out back.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's probably one of his many homes and many pools.
Probably. Yeah. I can.
Is it a big pool?
It's a pretty big pool, and everything seems to be big. He's big like you,
Right.
and he's got huge hair,
Big hair.
big puffy hair. He wears big steel toe boots, pointy, cowboy with metal tip style, and bell bottoms. So
Even when he's
everything's
off tour.
big.
Even
Well, I've
though-
only seen him by the pool in his bell bottoms and
Wow.
boots and hair.
Oh wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
he's keeping it 100, bro. Off stage, still rocking those shoes. It's pretty sick.
Personally, I don't know much about him, but I like the makeup, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I like
They-
makeup
And they
a
do
lot.
their own makeup. You know that.
Oh, they do. That's
Yeah.
They do?
fantastic.
Yeah, they do.
They were scary growing up when I first saw them. Like, I didn't think it was real. It was like a movie or
That's
something.
what I liked about them. That's
Yeah.
that element of mystery behind their.
And I like that they're still all together in the same band.
I like the fact that they weren't the greatest musicians, but the songs they wrote really were just straight up fun and rock and just I love that attitude that they had that was going. With
So you
their
loved them as a
costume.
kid?
I loved them as a kid. I had the playing cards, the dolls. I got moon boots because of them.
You had moon boots?
Yeah,
You and moon boots
I
were
was
crazy.
Yeah, moon boots were the thing. I don't know, pool guy, if you were down with moon boots.
I doubt it.
I
Probably
never
not
had
in
any moon
Appalachia.
boots, man.
You strictly slip-on Vans.
I'm sandals, and then the Vans came, and I was like, okay, here I am.
Like Birkenstocks?
Oh,
Before that?
whatever kind of sandals we would have back then. I think that they were dollar store style. Yeah.
Flip-flops. So when you did you listen to Kiss before you saw Gene Simmons at his house?
Well,
That's what that
somehow the sound waves have made their ways into my ears, and I saw some stuff, and and I just thought the makeup looked pretty cool,
So
and
cool.
and the music sounded pretty fun. It was all sexual, which is not my thing. So I was like, this is sex music.
To make you
Sex
uncomfortable?
music. Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
Just, it wasn't for me. It was for the sex vaders, man.
Right.
Have you heard the Sex Pistols?
Of course.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I mean, you've gone through a lot of different changes in music since you've been around so long. I mean, you went through disco.
Disco,
yeah.
Were you into that at all?
Yeah, I do recall my parents having a few K-Tail records, And
Wow.
those had some disco songs on them, Casey and the Sunshine Band,
love
and some
Casey and the
different
Sunshine Band.
things, some Donna Summer and stuff like that, you know.
Would the Bee Gees consider disco?
They had
I love the Bee Gees.
They went through a disco phase,
Okay.
but I think they were
Huge disco phase, right? Wow.
Yeah, great documentary of the out, man. I know you have TV, but it's a great doc. I don't know if you have
You
anything
can
but
probably get
VHS.
it converted into
VHS
VHS form for
Bee Gees
Pool Guy.
doc. It's now available on VHS.
I don't know. I mean, I know you're really into technology, Pool Guy, and
Yeah.
so you can get those things transferred.
Apple TV. Or
You know,
Hulu
I
can
do. I love technology in my computer, you know,
Right.
and, you know, I have massive willpower. I know there's ways to click on things to watch everything that's literally ever been made.
Yeah, it's true.
And I refrain from it.
Wow.
I'm staying true to the things that built me. I read a book called Primal Scream, and everything that happens to us that builds us, and all our neurosis happens from infancy to 5 years old. And, you know, that's basically who we are for the rest of our lives.
Interesting. You heard that book?
No, but I would definitely want to check it out.
You
I
look
mean,
like somebody reads a lot for sure.
Yeah, I read a lot of books, so I didn't touch that subject, but I do. My house is basically a book storage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's very interesting because I went to an Apple store one time and there was a young lady there and I had to sign for something. She said, "Wow, you have a wonderful signature," and I was like, "Wow, thank you." You know, I was like, "I'm sure you have a great signature as well." She's like, "No, I don't know how to write in cursive," and then it was
Wow.
like shocking. I was like, "So you didn't learn that in school?" No, they don't teach that anymore.
They don't. I can vouch for that. My son doesn't know how to do that either. It's
This
terrible.
is something that's
Terrible.
very important in the building process of your mind.
Everything.
You know, the
Wow.
connection from hand to pencil to paper. You know, it's something like you were talking about that you learn at a very young age. It may not seem important at the time, but it's very significant in your development as a human being, I believe. So
Absolutely.
it blew my
Wow.
mind when
That
I
is
found
fucking
out
crazy.
they don't teach this anymore.
And that's like the rest of your
Wow.
life. You have that same signature mostly. Like it's your
Right.
signature for
Right.
life. Like, yeah, my son wasn't taught that either. And now he does it. My mom was teaching him how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Because we weren't
Nice.
teaching him in school like to do cursive. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it blew my
It's kind
mind.
of scary, man. Just the
Yeah.
technology and how it's different. Like the way we grew up, we didn't have.
I mean,
all
I
that.
think it's scary when they start to drop off of those basic things that don't seem important. You know, like wax on, wax off. You know, Danielson. This is from a movie Pool Guy.
called Karate Kid.
Called Karate Kid.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
You
Lessons
could put it on
learned.
your list, man,
Yeah,
to rent.
Definitely. I mean, I know Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore, and that was a thing of
Past.
You know, I just watched, you know, the Del Mar stuff, the skate jams, and the
Right.
Bones Brigade videos, and Plan Bs, and things like
Plan
that,
B,
you
wow.
know.
I love that. Do you still skate today at your age?
You know, I shred a little here and there, you know. Like, I do come across some good pulls, you know. Get me a little frontside 5-0 popping off.
Do you have a favorite trick that you still do from back then? As you
Um,
get older, it's harder to.
My favorite trick would probably be, you know, I can tweak a pretty nasty Japan air and I can do a nice Indy nose bone, and I can definitely do Andrek to Andrek back to back.
Jesus, man.
man.
Yeah,
You
man.
could have been
Wow,
sponsored as a
I
kid.
know.
You could have been
Nah.
sponsored, no?
I don't think so, man. I stopped school at 10 or 11, as you know, and in Chatsworth, you know, just, I don't know, man. I just thought that, you know, the pools were my passion. There's really no reason to pursue skateboarding when I'm so into cleaning pools.
Yeah. How many pools do you think you've cleaned during your whole career?
Well, I've cleaned at least 30.
At least 30 in your career?
30? Wait a minute.
30,000?
30. Yeah, I was like 30.
About
About
30.
30. I'd say 31 to be when I finish yours today.
31 pools in the career for how long? now?
I'd say it's been about almost 50 years, a little 40-something years.
Wow.
Wow, that's
It
like
must take long to do each pool. Then.
Yeah, that's where you got to
Take
start
your time.
thinking about it. You
Right.
know, when you're young, you know, when I cleaned Gene Simmons' pool, as I told you, you know, that pool's gigantic, and I had to do it when he wasn't looking.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
and so it took months. It took a couple. I'd imagine it took a couple years if I think about it. It really added up.
So if you only did 30 pools in that many years, like, what is your weekly schedule? Like, how many pools a week do you do?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a weekly thing. I think it's a yearly thing.
Okay.
Right.
You know, I drone out and just find which I really feels approachable, and then
Yeah.
I scour, I look, I measure the neighborhood's distance from front door to the street. You know, because remember, most of the time people don't answer, yell at me, spit on me, or say
It's
no, or
horrible.
they won't want to pay, which is free anyway. So, there's a tactic to it. It's like a 6-month approach to the pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have a tremendous amount of free time.
Yeah, free time. Doesn't know what you're doing.
Hey
'cause you're not-
man, I inherited $15 million when I was young,
you're chilling,
man.
but you're not having sex. You're not going to the movies. You're not going to see live concerts. You're not
Have you
surfing.
developed friendships over the years? I'm sure you.
You have a close
seem like a
group of
very-
friends.
I'm a
likable-
friend with all
likable guy.
animals and all nature, and I'm a
Right.
friend with life.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
It's my best
Do
friend.
you have any daily rituals? Do you drink coffee? Like, do you go for walks? You seem like a guy that can maybe be hiking.
You know, I don't really have any rituals besides waking up and saying, I made it again.
Yeah.
And then I just flow with it, man. I never know where the wind's gonna take me, man.
Yeah.
Gone with the wind, you know.
I get it.
So you have it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So it's like you have any crutches? Like, oh, I'm drinking today. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna do this. You didn't do anything. You didn't even drink water. So
Oh, I drink water.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just water.
Just
And
water,
I
my
gotta
bad.
say, this liquid death stuff you gave me is pretty good.
All right, awesome.
Did you give him the bubbly or the flat?
I think
It's
I did
bubbly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bubblies.
Yeah, I
I'm glad
like
you
that.
it. Yeah, it's definitely So you bubble water guy over still water?
Well, it's the first bubble water I've ever had.
Oh wow, that's the best
Yeah,
one
it's
to try.
really good.
Wow.
Wow. And what about kind of foods that you like? You mentioned vegan food earlier. Do you try to eat vegan or
Well, I like rye bread.
rye bread's
Okay.
great?
Yeah,
Rye
it's
bread's
very good.
It's a good carb.
Yeah, I
It
love
is good
rye
carb.
bread, and I love avocados sometimes. And
Great
I
fatty
do
foods.
love, I know for a fact that I really love I don't know, potatoes.
Potatoes are great.
Yeah.
Have you tried any of the fake meat stuff in the 2000s?
Oh man, yeah, I go to the vegan street fairs.
Try
So
all the
I
stuff.
try it all, I'm very approachable, and so I go to these vendors and just kind of, I'd call it, I'll say this off the record, schmoozing, and then I end up getting a thing of tater tots, a Reuben sandwich, a vegan Reuben or something, and so I'm very worldly when it comes to that stuff at the fairs.
You seem a very open-minded person too.
Wide open, man.
Very. What about like hip hop and like rap music? Did you ever get into that?
Well, back when I was young, I did.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of hip hop, and it was a very interesting time for me and for hip hop. And so, I don't know much about modern hip hop, but I sure do remember some memory. I never forget anything I've ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah. So my favorites, I can remember being exposed to the Treacherous 3.
Wow.
And
Really?
Going way back.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of going like that. And Disco 3, I think they changed their name later to Fat Boys.
Fat
And, Cool G Rap and Rakim
Yes.
and, some stuff like that. I kind of really was into, I remember Grandmaster Flash, but, I wasn't too much into costumes at the time, but I do remember it word for word, image for image, precisely as I have the memory of an elephant.
Yeah.
that's
Did you
impressive.
did you ever break dance and
I
stuff?
was just gonna ask.
Oh, yeah,
You
definitely.
look like a break dancer to me.
Yeah, well, I was getting exposed to breakdancing. I think that I gotta say, I have the VHSs, and I've not watched. I watched Breakin' one time, and
Great
I
movie.
never watched it again because Beat Street was what I preferred as opposed to breakdancing. Beat Street and Wild Style.
Wild Style
Right.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat Street's amazing.
I never went with the Cali breaking style, although I do respect Turbo and his style with the Kraftwerk Tour de France, and I do also appreciate the locking from Ozone. But
Ooh.
there was one movie I do remember accidentally recording on a VHS when in the 80s. It was called The Pilot. You guys remember that one?
What's it
dude?
called?
Wow.
It's called The Pilot, breakdancing movie.
Never
Well,
heard
that
of
was,
Seen that one,
Yeah,
man.
me either.
yeah,
guy's
that
way
one's
older
that
than
one's
us.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
pretty.
true.
pretty good. You got to check that one out.
I'm gonna write that down.
I think you'd love New York because it seems like you know a lot about the hip hop there and the breakdancing, all that, man. I think you'd be blown away by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember working on pools. I remember exactly WBLS, super, black, splash. And I remember DJ Red Alert.
Yes.
And I remember all those mixes because they'd be playing them at some of the pools. You know, back in the days, the first 3 pools were the first 10 years of my pool.
3 pools in 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I'm much better now. I've gotten a lot more efficient.
I'd love to see videos you breakdance. I'm sure there's videos out there you fucking getting down.
Never. No one's ever seen me with a video camera.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I'm covert, man. I'm a cloak. I bend light, man. Light goes right by me. No one sees me. I'm a light bender.
You seem like it. You seem like you move really fast.
Moving very, very fast at a snail's pace, but faster than light.
Go ahead, Derek.
No, I was going to ask. You usually ask the question about top 5.
Yeah.
Does the pool guy have any type of top 5? It could be in any subject of
Top 5
or food or
wow.
Probably
animal,
MCs. He's got some MCs for sure.
MCs or animals or color.
Top 5 animals is a new
top
one.
5 animals.
You know, I don't have a favorite anything. I don't play favorites, man. I'm kind of riding the emotional kaleidoscope, the spectrum of it all. You know, I'm kind of whatever I am in the moment is exactly what is my favorite. I like being here in the now, man, and right now is my favorite. You
Love
know,
that.
these microphones are awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But mine's
Sure,
different. They're all so different.
They're
Yeah.
also different. Yeah, they are different, right?
So,
So no top inspirations. That's amazing. I love
Yeah.
that.
as it is.
Yeah, it just is what it is.
Everything's on my top 5.
Okay.
Everything.
Do you listen to new music at all? You pay attention to any new
I mean, I hear it. You know, I hear it out there, man. I hear Fred Sheeran and stuff like that.
Fred Sheeran?
Fred Sheeran, right?
Who's that?
I don't think it's Ed Sheeran. I think it's
Oh,
Ed Sheeran.
okay.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
Ed Sheeran.
I'm pretty sure it's Fred.
is it?
And the hip hop's
Fred
way different
Sheeran.
now than growing up for you, for sure. Hip hop is way different.
Yeah, man. I think what happened was with hip hop, it sounds just from the outside looking in. It just sounds like we've discovered a pulse, a rhythm that speaks to lots of people. It's massively undeniable what it's seen because it all sounds the same sort of. It's a trap, and they called it a trap. They're very genius, a genius
Ooh.
trap that we've been caught in as vibrating absorbers, the humans that vibrate on certain wavelengths, and the trap area seems to have captured us and held us captive for quite a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a thing for a while. My son listens to all that and brings it home, like different the trap. He's talking about trap music,
Yeah. No, I get it.
the beat and the speed of the beat, all that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just
yeah.
But the speakers, the MCs, man, they're also unique in their own way. The
sure.
beats might sound the same, but the melody is what makes it different, right?
Yeah,
100%.
that's True.
Little Uzi Vert is one that sticks out that my son listens to. That he plays in the car. It's got crazy pop
it's
melodies.
Little Uzi
Vert.
Vert.
Yeah, super talented. Some of the
okay.
stuff my son plays, like the melodies and just, it's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of like Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, or J. Cole, or
I've not heard the names. No.
these are some of the ones I love.
Some
that-
interesting names nowadays. Little Uzi Vert.
Well, there's like Little Pump.
A lot of little.
Little Kim is the original.
Is it because
Then
of
we got Lil
their
Wayne.
their size?
I don't know about that. It just became a thing. We got Little Kim originally, right?
All right, I guess.
And then we
there
got
is
Little
Lil
Wayne,
Kim.
and then there's a bunch of littles
There's
after
a lot
that.
of big stuff too.
What do you mean?
Big pun. Big,
Oh, yeah. Those
I'd
are
go medium, man, being unique.
Right.
medium. Medium MC would be pretty sick. Nobody's done that.
Yeah, right down the middle, man.
Why hasn't
Right
nobody
down the
done
middle.
that? Little and big. Nobody's said medium.
It'll be
MC.
soon, I'm sure. Maybe one of you guys. You guys are rappers? No. Oh, that's right. Metal
Right.
and punk rock.
Well, we could start some. We could do like medium.
I've always wanted to be a hip hop artist. Not always,
Really?
but I've always felt I would love to have that ability to rap off the top of my head. You know, like when it's freestyle, they call it. The kids are calling it, and I would love to be able to have that ability to do that.
You have such a
I think
cool
it's
voice.
impressive.
You have such a deep voice. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah,
You should do it.
I terrifying. It's something I got to get out of that box.
Would you become a rapper at 51 and try to put out your first solo Derek Green record? That'd be sick.
51.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, you're 50.
Yeah,
sorry,
man.
50.
What's
Sorry,
up?
50. But you have such a distinctive voice, and I'm sure you sing along. It's so different to sing along to a hip hop song and then record a hip hop song and actually try to rhyme. It's got to be so hard.
I think it would be a challenge.
You guys should bust one out right now, man.
I mean, I'm
Come on, dude.
Beatbox. I'm.
Let's hear you beatbox. Let's hear it. Wow, that's pretty good. The pool guy doesn't rhyme though. That is pretty sick.
Got a little Disco 3 action there, man.
That was
Little Fat
pretty-
Boys.
So that was a sick. It was Fat Boy style, right?
Yeah, I love the Fat Boys.
Derek, I've never heard you do that on the pod. That's pretty amazing. Fat Boys are
And you
so
know
original.
they could never be whacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fat Boys is so original. Rest in peace. One of the guys, Prince Marky D. One of them passed
No.
away. Somebody passed away.
Oh, no.
Yeah, somebody passed away. Yeah. Do you fear death?
Good question.
I have no fears, man.
That's
I'm in the
beautiful.
now.
I love it.
And if it happens, hopefully it's quick, and it's not
Right.
not torturous, right? And that's way, and hopefully it's not in a pool.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be a pool accident.
Yeah, that's my fears to about the pools,
You don't want it to be like that's how you go out in pools.
No
Even though
way,
that's your
dude.
passion. But do you think
Yeah.
you think before you end on this earth, you'll go to a concert, you'll have sex? You don't care about any of that stuff. So you have no list of things you want to get done in your life.
No, I've got them all done. Like right now, my list for today is to wake up tomorrow,
Right.
Wow.
and that's it. And then tomorrow it'll be to wake up the next day.
I love that, man. Do you do yoga?
No,
I seem like a yogi guy. It seems like somebody would do that. No. But you like being
No.
outdoors. That's your thing.
yeah, I don't know. This is indoors. I like it too.
Good point.
Yeah, I like them both. I like the sunshine though, man.
I know, man.
In Southern California, from what I gather, there's no rain. Rarely ever rain. I've not
Barely.
seen much.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When
Have
we're
you
gonna
ever-
yeah.
No, so go ahead.
When we're gonna have a rainstorm, I hate when it rains for it's gonna rain tomorrow and it rains for a half hour, an hour. It's like I want a full day of rain. Just give me one day of rain. I just love that vibe. I love it. We don't get it that much at all. But I don't miss the East Coast at all.
Did you ever think about going back to the Appalachia?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I figured at some point I probably should get back there and visit my parents' gravesite, at some point. But I'm a little scared because I'm just so comfortable. I'm feeling good. I've got drones. I'm checking out pools. At least once a year, I'm saving somebody's life by cleaning that pool. You
Yeah,
know
for
what
sure.
I mean? If I could start a business, but then it has to get legal, and supposedly the bank people told me that I would have to do all kinds of weird stuff with my money, So I just sit in there. I get home each night and I check the bank account. It just keeps getting bigger, man.
Dude, you're chilling. You can do anything you want. Go anywhere you want.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
I'd like to, if we're like to, me and Derek would like to come one day with you, just to be there and just check out your pool vibes.
Yeah.
Just
definitely.
see,
You should
how
come
do.
on a run with me one day when I'm scouting.
Oh,
That'd be
that
sick,
would
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. It'd be terrifying, I think, for the people's house that we're going to.
Well, you know
What if
what?
all
There's
three
some
of us
nice
go?
people.
3.
You know what? That might be. Maybe you guys might have a little bit more people skills than me, man. I just knock on door and go, "Hey," and they see me and they're like, "What the fuck do you want?" And I'm like, "Well, hey, man, you got a pool. It looks pretty dirty." You go, "How the fuck do you know my pool's dirty?" I'm like, "Well, I have a drone. I have to tell them the whole story, and then by the time I get done, it's either they're listening still or the door has been shut. I don't know, dude. I just cruise, man. So maybe the three of us together, how are we going to do it? Because how are we going to do the podcast, man? We need a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
be
should
sick.
film it, man, and go.
That'd be kind of
Let's
sick.
do it.
Yeah, man. One day. I'll show you how we'll approach anyone, man. We'll drone it out. We'll find a dirty pool.
Right.
And next thing you know, man, one of us will be knocking on the door.
Yeah. I think
It's
better.
exciting, man. I got to say.
It might be intimidating. You have 3 people knocking on the door. And
Yeah.
Derek's hiding in the bushes. Does the pool guy have any regrets in his life?
Well, my regret is that I've taken no one too many times. People say no, and I know that pool is a danger and a hazard to somebody, and I got to find a way back. So those are the disappointments. There are a few suckers that got away from me. And I still look at them on the old drone, man, and Google Earth. Yeah, I zoom right down in there, and it's dirty as hell. And I'm really worried. I'm just
That
counting the
upsets
days. Yeah, it upsets me.
Right.
Yeah.
People can get really sick from a dirty pool. Really sick.
Yeah.
Oh, all kinds of things could happen. You could lose your parents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But is that the same as chlorine versus salt water? Can salt water stay cleaner than a chlorine pool?
That's a good question.
Well, it's all about maintenance. It's all relative. You can keep them all clean. It's just a big hole with water in it at the end of the day.
I know.
And the outside conditions kind of mess with the water quite a bit. So you gotta, you're out in the wilderness. Although it's concrete and it's poured and everything, and it's man-made, but it's still wilderness. It's water in the open.
Is there a pool in Chatsworth at the apartment complex you live at?
Absolutely. I've been taking care of that pool since I was 12 years old.
So you probably get free room and board for being the pool cleaner.
No, I still pay the $317 grandfathered in rent.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's a great deal.
Yeah.
I've seen prices these days, and I know for a fact, dude, I got a killer deal. $317 a month.
$317. That's a great deal, man.
It's a little pricey, It could have gone a little cheaper for me, I got to say, when I first went in, I was 11. So for the landlord to give me an apartment, I mean, honestly, dealing with 11-year-old, he could have gave me a better break than $317.
Damn. So the pool guy's never gonna get married, never gonna have kids, and you're happy and content with just pools. That's it.
I never say never, man.
Okay.
I was just gonna say the pool guy probably is.
You never know, right?
Yeah,
you never know, dude.
You live your life day to day.
I'm just cruising on a flip flop, man. I got my Vans on. I'm just taking it in one breath at a time, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Any more questions for the pool guy?
Oh man,
Such an interesting life, man.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, especially being such a lone wolf.
Well,
Not depending on anybody but yourself, which is pretty amazing.
I guess so,
That's
man.
a
But if
life
it wasn't
is.
for my grandfather and that $15 million, I don't know exactly how things would have panned out in the old Appalachian. Yeah.
Right.
Vibes over there. But I'm just joshing with you, man. I know you'll kick my ass, man. You're 7 foot tall. And
Is there a name of your company that people can look out for you if they want to have you come to their house after this podcast?
well, no, as I told you, business, is different because I don't really have a business tax ID or anything.
Oh, yeah,
so
sure.
I've been,
Just
I
pool
do it
guy.
for free.
Yeah.
I've been doing your pool. You've never paid me.
No, that's true.
And I've done it.
Appreciate you.
I've almost done it one time. I'm going to finish it today, but you called me inside.
All right, so nobody can really find the pool guy if you want to come to your pool. I guess you just have to look around somehow. You're not in the yellow pages.
Who's listening to us right
I
now?
don't know. There's people listening, but
Toby has a population of people that enjoy his podcast.
yeah, so they're going to be looking out for you and try to find out how to have you come to their house.
I mean, who's listening for real?
We don't know.
I
We'll
mean,
find out soon.
is this going straight to the radio?
It could,
Well,
no.
this is a recording
Previous-
device.
recording,
We're
yeah.
everything.
And then we'll put it out.
Yeah.
So it's not live. So yeah.
Oh, it's not live.
you
All
had such,
right.
Yeah, you had such a.
Well,
good
what's all this machinery here? I mean, this looks very primitive compared to the stuff I have, but what is this stuff?
That's a Focusrite. It goes to my computer, goes into my GarageBand, and goes up in the cloud and into my friend edits it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man.
Oh, cool.
You don't seem a very technical person, at all.
No, I was going
No,
to say, you're very technical.
I'm very technical,
Okay,
to be
okay.
honest with you. I just make sure we have our own willpower. You do not have to absorb something that you don't want to absorb. And I've chosen not to absorb a lot of things. But sometimes we see and hear things we didn't sign up for that we can't unsee and unhear, right?
Yeah.
So I try to keep it minimal, man.
Do you think that technology can help humanity or
Good question.
hamper?
I actually believe the technology is humanity. This is mankind. Anybody that thinks, staying in this form biological, and I hate the technology, has no idea that is the natural evolution of who we are.
Exactly.
We are headed inside of these boxes, and that's part of life. To hold on to it now would be so ignorant, in my humble opinion.
Right on.
Kicking
pool
some
guy.
knowledge,
Man,
pool guy. Damn.
Definitely.
I know Steve Jobs said he wanted to create the extension of the human body with the iPhone. He pretty much did that. That was one of his goals.
Right.
And
Right.
there's so much positive stuff you get from having the phone. There's also
True.
the negative dark holes you can go down.
That's life, though.
No,
That's life.
true.
Negatives. Right.
That's really true too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an optimistic person. You seem like it.
Always, man. The glass is always half full, right?
Yes.
And you know what? I tell people that aren't really trying things and doing things, they come out and have these philosophical talks with me when I'm cleaning their pools and things. I go, hey, you don't have much going on. You aren't going to get killed jumping out of a basement window. Get it going, man. There's only up from here. Every day, just build it and go. There's no time to waste on negativity, quality of life. And I like to tell them one good thing, QTR, quality time remaining. It's very important that your time remaining is the highest quality that you could possibly conceive and have. So this is how I feel about everything. And I tell people, a lot of people aren't hearing it, but at the end of the day, hey, dude, I'm just a pool guy.
Yeah.
I think you're more than a pool guy.
I think you're more. I think I learned so much about you. Say, yeah, you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom and live this incredible life,
No doubt.
I
appreciate it, man. I mean, it's no more than just slicing, some bread and putting some peanut butter on it, man.
I agree. It's the simple things in life, yeah.
I think that's a great way to end it.
I think so too, man. So, pool guy, thank you so much for being here. This is incredible. You're the first and probably last pool guy we had on the podcast. It's pretty amazing. There might be more pool guys that hear this and hit me up and say, "Yo, I'd like to be on Tell My Pool Story."
Definitely inspiring for
like an East Coast pool guy.
Right.
That's a different way of taking care of pools.
Those must be a nightmare to take care of. I mean, California's kind of easy, I gotta say.
Right.
Imagine like the snowstorm, just all that ice. Just you have to put the tarps on it.
All them leaves changing all the time, man. Come on, man.
Inside the pool.
Yeah, the dirt and the leaves.
Yeah.
I mean, those
Different
drive me
animals.
crazy.
Different animals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you guys
This is
taking the
amazing,
time, man, to let me come in. And I always wonder what it looked like inside here.
Yeah, you've been coming here for so long.
It's almost like we've gone back in time.
It is. It's very 50s throwback.
Yeah.
I'm psyched to get my pool finished today, man. It's been a long time coming, man.
Well, I'll do as much as I can, but, your pool, you said you want to skate it, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start the draining process.
Okay.
All right, then I'm going to make sure the coping's set, and, and you want to make sure probably that your trucks are pretty tight.
Yes.
Because this is a tight kidney pool you got.
It is.
Yeah.
Have you seen the pool? Oh, it's not a real pool. The Supreme Bowl on Fairfax. You heard about this? It's a wooden bowl.
Never
it's not a
heard
real
of
pool, but it's really tight. It's like a bathtub. I skated before. It's super gnarly. It's hard to.
That sounds terrible.
Do
No
you-
fun.
Do you ever skate the pools before you say it's done? That you take a test run, maybe you bring a board with you. You
Well,
ever
I
done that?
highly doubt any of my clients are going to hear this one, dude. So I do skate quite a few of them,
I knew it.
I do, man.
I knew
It
it.
messes up the coping.
And
then
hey,
it
man, the
fixes it.
ones that stay empty, dude, they're just still empty, so skate them, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
go
true.
back to those. I don't put those on my list of pools I've cleaned.
Mm,
Yeah, I just skate those.
sick.
I might go skate one a little later in Chatsworth. You guys are welcome to join.
Yeah, I'd love to skate with you sometime, man.
Chadsworth.
Chaz, we talked so much about that. I gotta look
I
it up
know.
today, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna.
Hey, man,
Pool guy
I'd say it's
stuff's
it used to be considered the meth capital of the valley, but no longer, man. There's bands like Steel Panther out there,
Wow.
Somebody's
Studios out there. I think.
Somebody's studio is out there.
You're out there.
Hey, man, I'm out there. I'm low key, man.
I appreciate you coming here all because that's a far drive to Hollywood, isn't it? Chatsworth.
Oh, dude, I don't drive.
How'd
yeah.
you get here?
I walked it.
Wow.
That's why a lot of it takes time. So I started
Okay, now I'm
yesterday.
starting to understand.
Started
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Holy crap, that's amazing. You're rocking in Vans for a whole day.
Yeah.
We
I
get my
gotta
Vans
say,
for the
man, I wish
shoes.
I knew Mr. Van because I go through quite a few of those little sleds.
Yeah, Mr. Van Doren, if you're listening, or anybody, Cab, anybody listening,
Yeah.
we get the pool guy some
Should
Van
sponsor
sponsorship,
him.
man.
Yeah, no
For
doubt.
sure, that's easy. That's done. You can't be rocking those waffles for
No way,
2
man.
days to my
I
house.
imagine your dogs would be barking after that adventure.
All right, hey, pool guy, you're not on social media, right? You know where to find you. People want to hit you up, ask you questions for tips or anything, nothing, right?
No, man,
Off the
you'll
grid.
just run into me. People find me, man. I don't find people, and just like you and you guys, great, beautiful spirits and souls. I can tell,
Thank you.
just
Appreciate
taking
you,
it
Pool Guy.
in. So I'm sure I'll run into y'all, and whoever's listening, I'll run into y'all too sometime.
See you out there.
All right.
Thanks for being here, Mr. Pool Guy.
Thank you for having me.
That was amazing. Anything else, Derek? Bye. Bye. Hey, y'all. Liquid Death's been so kind to give me a promo code. So for your first purchase on liquiddeath.com, go to liquiddeath.com/OLOC, and you get a free set of koozies with your first purchase of H2O, still or sparkling. If not, you can try it also at Whole Foods or 7-Eleven, use the promo code OLOC for your first purchase of Liquid Death. Thank you, Liquid Death, for your support. Appreciate you so much. Murder your thirst. H2O saves lives, y'all.